Hello again, Andrew here. I was going to show you what I had going on the server, but there were a few problems with Bukkit, and the world files got corrupted. So we are now on a completely new map. We've been building on it for about 2 days now. So we've got a little bit going, but not as much as I was hoping, but I can still go and show what I've got so far. The spawn was actually right next to a village, and that was kind of nice because I got to run over and take the stuff from the smith. He gave me a free sword, some obsidian, all kinds of good stuff. But I was setting up base with shards over in the swamp, because that way we can get slimes, and found a witch hut, new mob in 1.4 I think it was, and they will give you all kinds of good stuff, but it's not too much yet. But got the canes around the lake, makes it really easy to see this place, especially at night. And just a nice little bunker here. So right now I was actually getting ready to harvest the wheat farm. I'm just starting out, so I had to make a pretty quick one, but I copied the design that Cannon and I came up with. A few minor modifications like that. It's a smaller one, and instead of piston doors I just moved the torches away from the entrance, because as long as the light level is below 9, where the wheat is, it will pop off when the lights go out on top. So it's completely grown, don't see any. So just a quick harvest there, and doesn't take too long to replant. It seems to work best if you plant it as you pick it up, because then you don't have to switch between stacks. The seeds fill back up as you use them. Now I think we have the witch farm pretty well and running. It's just that there are too many unlit caves in the area, so the spawn rate's a little bit lower than I'd like to have there, but yeah, we can fix that. I don't know about this firework update. I don't even have enough supplies to try to do that yet. I probably do, but I'm concerned about food and place to live. I'm just about done here, so yeah, getting there. It's a little bit disappointing on the last server, but it's probably gonna turn out better now that we have the experience of the last one. I had so many diamonds, and I'm not doing too bad yet. I've got myself a fortune 3 pick on the very first try, so yeah, I suppose I can't be too upset about that. And I've got a cow farm going, and enchantment table. I'm definitely going to need to expand this one. keep wheat stashed in here. And the guy I was building this with, Shards, he's mining in that direction and I'm mining in this direction, but I thought it worked better having the farm in this direction because it's closer to spawn, and that way it's loaded more often and there's a higher chance of getting the wheat grown while I'm away mining. So, just putting stuff away. Got 24 diamonds that I found all within, say, 20 meters of where I started. So that worked out pretty nicely. And that's after making the sword. Knockback 2, I don't like that one. And the pick, which, yeah, I like that pretty well. So, the witch farm is out this way, about 200 meters, I'd say. Maybe a little more. Now, the one thing about this biome, in 1.4 and on, they are filled with slimes. And that's another reason why I put the wheat farm underground, because slimes were kind of overwhelming everything. Wheat farms and slimes don't get along too well. So, you might be able to start seeing it in the distance. It's a tower going up. Witches have the ability to heal themselves and each other. So the most effective way to kill them seems to be fall damage, because it's instant, it doesn't give them a chance to heal. And that goes up high enough to get them. I am working on another redstone project on my creative world, but it's looking a little more complicated than I anticipated. If you saw my first video, then you probably have an idea what I'm talking about there. But I'm getting there. I'll probably have it sometime before New Year at least. If it takes me any longer than that, I should probably find a different project. But we're still building this, putting the edges on it. But as you can see, the witches come down in instant death. And when this light is on, they are being spawned. And what that button does is it turns on a clock here with a T flip-flop, so that every button press toggles the position of this block. I'm not going to get too technical on the redstone, because if I do that, I'd probably take up the whole time I have just on that. But this is a fairly simple one in comparison to my other projects. So all it's doing is making the floor where the witches spawn shift. And the thing about that with the mobs is that they fall through it. These are slabs. And this is a completely vanilla survival server. Sorry about that. The recorder I'm using decided to stop recording on me. But here back at the base, Slime's trying to harass me, so just get rid of him real quick. That's one problem with this. Knockback makes it fairly difficult to collect the slimes as they drop. Well, I had some ideas for what I was going to do with the nether portals, but most of them are a little bit too complicated for just starting out. Use a few too many resources, and we're probably just going to go with a simple nether hub type setup. But that's actually what I'm working on the creative map. It's going to be a grid setup. So you can, it's just a whole set of minecart stations basically with a grid. So if you, based on the coordinates, you push your destination, and the plan is for it to take you there. No stops on the way, no matter where you're going, so it sends a signal along with you. And if you know anything about redstone, that can turn into quite a complicated process. So that's going to take me a while, but I'm working on it. And my first video is off to a bit of a slow start. Last I checked, 22 views, and about 6 or 7 of them were probably from me trying to check up on it. So hopefully I can get my videos up there a little bit, because I really do think my redstone contraptions would be, some people might have some ideas to make them a little bit easier to use, and I am always looking for help testing and improving them. So until I get something going there, I suppose I'll cut this so I don't bore you with my branch mining. And I don't know what Roxikins is up to. Yeah. Slow start, making progress, and hopefully next time you hear me, I'll be showing you how my minecart stations work. I'm kind of on a minecart trend lately, just because of all the nice things you can do with them. Yeah, I can do redstone that does not involve minecarts, but the farm's an example. But I'll just make it and show you why I'm so fascinated with the minecarts. How about that? So it's gonna be a while till I have enough resources to do anything like that in survival. But everything I show in creative, I do intend to transfer over to this world. A complete survival build. And if I do end up doing that with it, when I get the resources, I will most likely be making more of a tutorial type video, because I'm not just making these videos to show off. I hope they can help in some way. And I don't know if I can show off until I actually make it anyway, so I'm kinda tired, and I've got the weekend to work on that, so till next time.